Welcome back. If you registered a hosting account with HostGator as we did in the previous lecture, you should see or have received an email, something along the lines of what you see on my screen right now. The domain I chose to register for this course was something called hostdailydeals.com. I got a username and password, and it gave me an IP address in the email. Now, if you remember back in that first lecture or early lecture, I made you go through that web architecture course, and we spoke about the IP address on the hosting account. You can see here, sure enough, HostGator now have given me an IP address, and that's the IP address of the server that my new hosting account is on. And we'll have to get our domain name. In my case, it's the hostdailydeals.com. We'll have to get that over to point to that server, this new HostGator server. And you'll see there your cPanel link. Now remember, I told you it's imperative you get a hosting account that's running cPanel, which is where we'll administer it. And then they've given me a link on how to access the cPanel. And then there's two kind of what might appear to be cryptic pieces of information. It says your first name server and your second name server. So we'll go take a look at that and what that means. That is how you're really going to point your domain name to your server at HostGator. And we'll take a look now at how we do that. But so make sure you receive this email from HostGator or your hosting company with this information in it. Now that you have a hosting account, we need to get your domain name pointed to your hosting account. So sign into your GoDaddy account. And once you sign into your GoDaddy account, you'll get the option to manage the domain names that you registered with them. So remember, your domain name is with GoDaddy and your hosting account is with HostGator, and you will now connect the two. So under the domains, click Launch, and you can see this is the domain name I registered, hostdailydeals.com. Now, if you look at your domain settings, you're going to have a section called Name Servers. So click Manage, and here you're going to be able to specify your name server. And it says here, it points your domain to where it's located. Now remember, yours is going to be located at HostGator. You registered a server there. So you can edit the name servers or add name servers, but if you go back to the email you received from HostGator, they gave you the two name servers. They said name server 1 and name server 2. So all you have to do here is come into GoDaddy's control panel and add those two name servers that you got in the email from GoDaddy. And then you would click Save, and that's going to set those name servers. Now, it can take a while, especially for a new domain name, for that to take effect. So go ahead and do it now, so that by the time you get to the next 2 or 3 lectures, your domain name will be already hooked up and pointed to your HostGator account. So now when people type in hostdailydeals.com, it's going to go to my HostGator account server and bring up the website at that server. So again, in summary, you're going to edit your domain within GoDaddy or Namecheap, depending where you registered. You're going to look at the welcome email you got from your hosting company and set the two name servers that they provided in that welcome email. And then the domain will be pointing to the hosting company. Just don't be too despondent if it takes a while to take effect. Once it's taken effect, I can then go to hostdailydeals.com, and you can see there it's now actually going to my HostGator account. In my case, there's nothing there yet, and you will have a similar page, or you might have a, this is the default HostGator page, or etc. So just give it time for what we call propagation, for all those phone books or address books around the world to be updated so that your domain name now points to your new hosting account. So once you've got that done, you don't have to wait for it to be resolved. Just go ahead and edit your name servers and get it ready. And then we'll start looking in the meantime at installing WordPress on our hosting account. So I will see you in the next lecture.